Well, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday, hump day. We're in the middle of the week, right? Today I want to share with everyone Romans 4. I'm going to read verses 18 through 21 in the King James Version of the Bible, and it reads, "Who against hope believed in hope, that he might become the father of many nations, according to that which was spoken, so shall thy seed be. And being not weak in faith, he considered not his own body now dead, when he was about 100 years old, neither yet the deadness of Sarah's womb. He staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to God, and being fully persuaded that what he had promised, he was also able to perform." So today I just wanted to share with you that in these times, it's very easy to get discouraged by what we don't see. It's very easy for us to be over analytical, because it talks about here, Abraham, it says that he didn't stagger at the promise of God through unbelief. He was strong in faith. We know he had his moments, him and Sarah, right? Before they actually received the promised child of Isaac. But it says here, it talks about their circumstances, what they could actually see in the natural, which was that, he was 100 years old. Sarah talks about the deadness of her womb. The Bible calls your womb dead. That's a problem, right? But they still staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief, but was strong in faith and fully persuaded. That means there's no doubt there at all that God's going to do what he said. So during COVID-19, I think about all the things and plans we might have had or expected God to do in 2020. And a lot of us can kind of feel like it's not going to happen now, that it's over with. I'm better look forward to 2021. God's not done. He's not hindered by what you see going on in this world. He knows the end from the beginning. So it reminded me of how when God told me to go to ministry school, there was a lot I did not know. All I had was a word from God to go, and I know that God's words promised that he'll supply all my needs. He'll take care of everything, and he did it. So if I could believe God back then to go to a place where I had no family, go to a place where I had no job lined up, go to a place where I left with a luggage and that was it, and a temporary place to stay and about $200, and God sustained me, then what am I believing God right now for? And what can he do in these times? He's still the same God. Whatever he promised you, he's able to do it. If you're out here and you've been unemployed, well, guess what? God's going to sustain you. And he has another position for you, an assignment for you. It could be time to start that business. Sometimes a lot of things we see can hinder us from stepping out in faith. You pray it out, make sure you're being led by God. And if your God tells you to step out in faith and you don't see how it's going to work, you don't know how he's going to bring it to pass, that's not your job. Your only job is to do what God told you to do right now. He'll take care of everything else. So be fully persuaded and in faith today that God will do what he promised you regardless of what you see.